if you want to be able to do something like this with your cast iron or your carbon steel, well, stick around. Hi everyone, Adrian here. Today we're seasoning a carbon steel pan, and I'm actually making the switch from cast iron to carbon, and the only reason is weight, right? Weight is of course always a concern when we are out there, and I don't want to give up. Of course I could get an ultralight cooking set. That would be the ultimate way. I do have that. The problem is I still like to eat good food. When I'm getting like a partridge or a trout, I don't want to cook it in aluminum ware. Okay, and to me cast iron was the best, but carbon steel is also a great. Actually, it's on par with cast iron. And to make it non-sticky, you have to treat it almost the same way you would a cast iron. So the main benefit, like if the food is the same, the weight is reduced, it's all benefit from here, right? Alright, so fire is on. Doesn't look like it, but trust me guys, it is working. So now I'm gonna heat the pan and add 1 millimeter of flaxseed oil at the bottom. And in the instruction it says to actually stop the heating as soon as it starts to, as soon as there's smoke, you need to stop. So flaxseed has a very low flash point, and I'll make sure that I'm coating really well sides here, making sure I don't, I don't know how visible it's going to be, but we should start seeing coloring. As soon as it's smoke, I need to remove the oil. So this is why I have a container here on the side. Remove the oil and wipe it with some paper towel. Okay, so now I'm seeing smoke. Am I? Yes, I'm seeing smoke. So I'll remove this. You heard that, right? And I should wipe. You know what? I'll do this 3 times. So the color change is very, very subtle. I'm not sure I'll be able to bring that on camera, but it's super subtle. I'll change the camera position. I'll wait for the pan to cool, and we'll do it 2 more times. Okay, so let's do that again. Adding 1 millimeter of oil at the bottom. So these are the instructions from the manufacturer, which is De Buyer. So the buyer, or De Buyer, is actually a French company, so I would assume that's how they're pronouncing it, De Buyer, not the buyer. The buyer is what? Someone is buying stuff. There's another technique also which involves salt and potato peel, and I don't know which one is best. I've seen people swearing by one or swearing by the others. I think the manufacturer, they know their product, and I assume what they have is probably the best way for their product. So I'll start with this, and if it doesn't work, then I'll swap to a different method. So maybe just wait a few seconds more, then I'll diss it, and now I need to wipe out the excess oil we have here. And what you're looking for is you want to polish and remove the dripping oil you have in that pan. And I can tell the color is 1/2 step browner than what it was on my first application. So we'll do 1 more round and we'll test it again, and then we'll test it with an egg. So again, it's not oily to the touch, no residue on the hand, it's actually quite soft. I'm not fully level here, so this is why I'm keep swirling the Okay, so now I can start seeing some smoke, and I'll wait a few few seconds. Keep swirling it. Alright, so now it's smoking, and I start the fire. Now I remove the extra oil, and I wipe the interior just like we did before. And I can tell, just the tech, you know, as I wipe, I can tell there's a difference from the first time I was doing it and now. I can tell, I felt it the second time, but I wasn't sure if it was, you know, true or not. But now I can clearly tell that it seems like the towel, the tissue, the paper towel really slides well compared to the very first time. So here I am buffing out the interior. Nice, and I'll do the same on the exterior here. So this is the ultimate test. Let's make an egg on this thing. I'm turning on the heat. Some butter. So I'm not doing anything different. That's how I cook. Oh no. Okay, it's fine. The suspense is killing me! And I have 3% left on my battery, so I hope the camera makes it. So I have two stress going on right now, but the 3% on my battery, and is this skillet gonna work? So one thing for sure is I don't expect the pan to be non-stick like the stuff you see on, oh my god, 2%. No, please. And no guys, it didn't work. It didn't work. So it almost did. You see here, you know, it kind of stuck here on this side here. I do not like that. This shouldn't have happened. So what I'll try to do is, yeah. You know what? We'll do more seasoning and test this again. Alright, so far I'm a little bit disappointed on the process from Dubuis, right? And I did it 3 times, not just one. Like in the instruction it was just one. And I did it 3 times, and you know, it's I would have done it once, it would have been even worse, and it wasn't so bad. You know, even after 3 times, you know, compared to some other way of cooking, it wasn't the worst. I've seen worse, way worse. So the way that egg came out, and you still had a little bit of pieces left in it. Now I cleaned the pan, but you can clearly see where, let's see if you can focus, there's like, you know, like almost like an infinite loop pattern here. This is where some of the seasoning actually came off, and my guess is this is where the egg stuck actually on the pan. So I cleaned it with some salt and a soft sponge, and now I'm going to increase the you know, let's get serious now, and I will do the potato and salting. So I'm well aware that we already have like some level of seasoning in this area, so you know, I'm not saying like one or the other is the supreme way, but what I'm saying is it's not an easy thing to do. No matter what, you know, people say you need to invest some time in your wear. And to me, the benefit is not only to just enjoy cooking, but it's also to enjoy cleaning afterward. You know, when you're at camp, you have limited amount of you have limited amount of water and all that, and even your time. You know, I'd rather spend time hiking than cleaning dishes. So a non-stick pan is something that is very easy to clean. You don't want to start scrubbing, at your pan all day long. So potato, salt, let's do it. Plenty of salt. I have no idea what are the correct proportion here, so I'm winging it. And if you see this video, it's because it worked, so don't worry. And now I'm supposed to let it burn to a crisp. See, obviously I'm doing this outside because of the smoke, right? If you were to do that indoor, please make sure your area is well ventilated, windows and door open if possible. Okay, so plenty of smoke, smells nasty. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna toss this on the side. So what I'll do now is a quick wipe down and I'll do it again. And it's a success, guys. It's a complete success. It's no, not complete. Somehow it's much better than the first time, of course. And here, but I think this is the yellow. Yeah, the yellow went underneath. So TBD, guys, TBD, this is not over yet. So honestly, it's fairly darn good. It stuck a little bit, but that's to be expected. And I'm sure I'll do that seasoning pass maybe 1 or 2 more time, and then we'll have like a almost complete. Maybe too cold, a little bit too cold. I should have waited a second. So at this point you don't want to disturb the egg, you want the crust to form underneath the egg layer. A lot of whether your pan will stick or not also depend on your technique. If you were to throw like cold bacon in a hot pan, it will stick for sure. No matter what you do, it will stick. One of the things I can say about cast iron and carbon steel is curb your expectations, because those are not Teflon. If you want Teflon, get Teflon, because they will not replace your Teflon pans, but you can do, actually personally I prefer whatever you cook in those carbon skillet or iron cast over Teflon. But if you're really looking for no hassle, non-stick surfaces, go Teflon. This is clearly, this is an art form, carbon steel, cast iron, this is clearly an art form. But in my opinion, it does taste better. The searing is better on cast iron and carbon skillet. It's looking really good. I'll give it a few more seconds, really, and then we'll do the test. yes guys, it's a complete success. So it took me 3 times, but it works. That's why, you know, I still have a little bit of piece here, but this will clean easily, I'm not worried. And maybe if I, you know, wait a little bit, few more seconds, it would have came out. But that's exactly what I'm looking for, you know, this is perfect. So to me this one is good, this one is done and good to go for my next trip. And I know over time it was just gonna get better and better, so even like the little pieces that are here, see how they actually came out fairly nice. I don't know if you see, but like I already scrubbed these off the surface, so that's good. The more I'll cook, the better that one will come. I could show you what my cast iron look like, but you can watch some other video where I have, especially the one where I'm doing French toast. You see how neat that cast iron pan is, and this is maybe after, I would say, 2 years of use. Moderate use, man. You know, maybe I would use it once or twice a week. Alright, so that's how I do it. And so I hope this illustrates that seasoning the cast iron or carbon skillet is not like easy. You know, you still need to spend some time, you still need to invest into your ware. And to me, it's worth every second of it, because the food that you'll do in your cast iron carbon steel will taste much better than whatever you'll do in any Teflon or aluminium or other type of cookware. You know, that searing is so typical to cast iron and carbon is what we are after here. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Let me know in the comment how you do it. You know, like what has been your success or failure using cast iron, what type of what's your go-to oil, what works for you. I want to know, I want to learn from other people. And I want us to have that discussion because there's a lot of information going on. A lot of people seem to have various take on it. And to me it's important that we're all honest with one another. That, you know, it's not peachy, it's not like all rosy and superb and easy and like, you know, what a lot of people are actually trying to say about cast iron, which to me creates false expectation. And you know, I love cast iron and carbon steel for what it is, right? It's not Teflon. It will never be like a Teflon. I know I need to invest time and care into my product, into my ware, so I can use them the way I want to use them, right? So that's what I think. Alright, so thanks a lot for watching. Consider subscribing. Thumbs up. Always appreciated. So until next time, see ya folks. Bye bye.